Time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Anytime you hear the slow beat bringing and the ladies singing, it's your boy Big Vern doing his thinging. End of the show on a beautiful Wednesday here in the Midwest. 34 is going to be the current temperature they're talking about. It's going to get up to 60 today, along with 10% chance of rain. So if you got to get your pets out, get them back in where it's nice, warm, and dry. Our first segment, we talked about Jimmy Biscuits. He goes back to South Beach. Bam out of Bayou welcomes him home with a shellacking of epic proportions. And we stayed in the association because we talked about Damian Lillard. He has blood clots in his right calf. We expand on that. Hearts out to Dame Dash and Dame Lillard. Dame Dollar. We hope that he gets better. Then Matt Weiss is the scum of the earth at Michigan. The quarterback's coach was illegally downloading female athletes' intimate photos and pictures of themselves and sexually harassing these women. Yeah, this was bad. This was really bad. Finally, we're going to go back to the association and the Memphis Grizzlies. They maul the Jazz. 140 to 103. We'll get into that when we get on the other side of the content. It's your boy Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. New rap album out on the streets. Benny the Butch and 38 Special. Stabbed and Shot 2. In stores now. The deluxe edition. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. A couple of, the 1st of April is crazy. Throwaway Music 2, Who Really the King, Center Stage, Brick Specials, Jesus Arms, Bad Guy, and many more. Benny the Butch and 38 Special, Stabbed and Shot 2, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Benny the Butcher, shout out to 38 Special. You know I listen to hip-hop actively. Man, I can't wait for next month. We got some reviews coming up, man. And I'm holding a review because this artist, I ain't gonna say it, but this artist has been tripping. First, he was talking about Jamaicans had started hip-hop. I was like, what? Wait a minute, what's he talking about? Then he dropped this project that was complete earth. And now he's got this other album. It's supposed to, look, I'm holding it. And it better be hot. That's all I got to say. But we got to go ahead and get this show on the road. So the Grizzlies are 5th in the Western Conference and building an impressive resume without Ja Morant going down the stretch of the season. Now, enter the Jazz last night, and this was a road game for the Memphis Gang. But you couldn't tell. Memphis dominated every category of that game that you can see clearly that the Jazz were preparing for the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Memphis had 52 rebounds. That's insane. On the offensive end alone, they had 17. If you convert 10 of those just into middies, that's 20 points. 20 points off just extra possessions. They did whatever they wanted to the Utah Jazz. And if you're a Jazz fan, do you feel like they gave up? Again, they dominated every statistical category that was out there. They shot better than them. They rebounded better than them. They shot better than them from three-point land. I mean, if you're rolling over, just say it to the fan base. Just don't even charge money for the last 10 games of the season. Just open the doors, cut on the lights, and let them sit where they're going to sit. If you plan on rolling over like that, if you plan on laying down like that, come on, man. Come on, man. 16 of 18 from the charity stripe was the Grizz for 88%, 7 steals, 4 blocks, along with 54 points in the paint. I'm not doing this. 54 points in the paint? Bro, y'all gave up. Man, look. Scottie Pippen Jr., he had himself a double-double. 16 points, 10 assists, 4 boards on 7 of 8 shooting. He's blossomed into a good pro. His confidence grows with every game that he suits up for. Shout out to him, because LA, they got rid of him way too early. And that's a thing where you can look at it and say the G League system failed him, because they kept saying that he wasn't ready to suit up. Why is it now he's pretty much a solid pro? He was waiting his turn. He comes off the bench and he goes hard. Jaren Jackson, 19 points. He's become the de facto leader. Him and Desmond Bane, they've been a model of consistency for the organization. Vince Williams Jr., he comes off the bench. He chips in 15 points and 4 boards, along with Zach Edey, 15 points and 7 boards. That's huge when you can go this late in the season to your bench and get 30 points out of 2 guys. Now, I understand the Jazz came to lay down. The Jazz are waiting on Cooper Flag. I get it. But at the same time, bruh, you gotta try. They got 30 points off their bench from 2 dudes. Man, look, give me a quick 20 from a rap album. We're going to jump on the other side of the content when we get back. It's your boy, Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy, Big Vern. Yo, shout out to Biz Marquee. We pushing another rap album this month. Jim Jones at the Church Steps. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Genesis, Walking on Business, featuring Keenan Streets and Conway the Machine, Op Thought with Fabulous and Drama B2R, Back in My Bag, and What's Going On, featuring Dave East. Jim Jones at the Church Steps, in stores now. Hey, shout out to Jomo. I thought the project was dope, so I've been banging it, like I say. Especially I'm in my bag. Yo, when we last left off on the other side of the content, we were talking about the Grizzlies and how they mauled the Jazz. The Jazz flat up, they just gave up flat out. No need to go ahead and beat that dead horse. Looking forward, the next 10 games for the Grizzlies is pretty brutal because they only have 2 teams that they play with losing records. And that's pretty rough. They have OKC tonight, the number 1 team in the Western Conference. And then they play the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference in the Boston Celtics. That's a game to keep your eye on. For me, the game to watch would be Detroit, because Detroit is playing great team ball. Under JB Bickerstaff, Detroit is playing great team ball. You're getting contributions from good veterans like Tim Hardaway Jr. I like that. Cade Cunningham has come into his own as a future superstar. He's very consistent out there. Denny, the guy in the middle, yeah, he's a beast. Oh, he plays no games. He plays end to end. Hard guy. He, like I said, pause. That dude comes in and plays ball. Rebound. He runs the floor really well. I mean, yeah, and he scores, and he can score the rock. So, shout out to him. But that's the game. If I'm a Memphis fan, I'm gonna keep my eye on, because that'll let me know how well our team chemistry is and they're gelling. Because Ja Morant is hurt right now, and if you can rest Ja, going down the stretch and get a fresh jaw in the playoffs, okay. I mean, if he's not hurt, if he's not injured, if he can't get his hand above his head, okay, you got to sit him. But him being able to get this kind of rest and his team stepping up and being a team when Ja's healthy and Ja comes back, this could be a very scary Memphis Grizzlies team. They could find themselves in the Western Conference Finals. The only thing that separates all of these teams in the Western Conference is 1 or 2 games. So these final 10 games, you can't have a slide. You can't give up any ground. Because if you concede ground like the Lakers, when LeBron had gotten hurt, up until LeBron got hurt and they was bouncing off him and Luka, the highest the Lakers were, they were at 4th. They were at 4th in the East or Western Conference. They've slid, and I don't think that they can recover. If you struggling and you get roasted by the Bulls and then you get tortured by the Orlando Magic, that's not really giving Laker fans a vote of confidence. So again, if these games are separating these teams by only 2 games winning or losing, you have to come out every night and play like it's a one and done college game. You have to have that March Madness mentality just to make it over the finish line. Because if you don't, you can very well slide in the 8th place. And now you're playing the number 1 team in a 7-game format, and you might lose first round. So congratulations to them. Had a great time today, you all. But all good things must come to an end. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.